Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ivy Garnica, an IT student. I'll be discussing for you today about the evolution of computer down to application software. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, this is Ivy Garnica, and I'll be discussing to you today the evolution of computer. So let's proceed to the second generation of computers. So this happened 1956 to 1963, and this is actually called transistors. So let us see why it was called transistors. So here we can see that IBM 1401 was invented on 1959. So it was a highly successful transistorized business computer designed for small and medium-sized enterprises. It featured 1.4 kilobytes to 16 kilobyte of core memory, a decimal character-oriented architecture, and was programmed using assembly language, or SPS, and autocoder. So this computer was already using transistorized. So instead of vacuum tube, which is a bigger one, they are using transistor already, since it is a small part. It has already a core memory of 1.4 to 16 kilobyte. We have mentioned transistor, but we don't know what is the definition of transistor. So let me discuss this one to you. Transistor is actually a semiconductor device that replaced a vacuum tube. As I mentioned a while back, instead of vacuum tube, which is a bigger circuitry, they are using already a transistor. So a semiconductor, a transistor is smaller, faster, and more efficient and more reliable. Smaller because instead of using the vacuum tube, it was replaced for a transistor. And this time, it is very fast. If the vacuum tube is way faster than the mechanical, transistor is also faster than the vacuum tube. And isn't it the vacuum tube consume a massive amount of electricity? However, transistor uh, consume less heat and lower power consumption. So the main purpose of transistor is it function as switches and amplifier. So switches, it allows the information to pass through or not. Switch. Next is the COBOL programming language. COBOL actually stands for Common Business Oriented Language. It is a high-level programming language developed in 1959 for business, finance, and administrative system. So it was created to provide an easy-to-read English-like syntax that could be used by business for data processing, record keeping, payroll, and banking system. So there are already programming language at this year, or 1959 to 1963, that was used in computer. And the other one is the Fortran programming language, which was been made or discovered 1957 to 1963. So the fourth one is the first programming language that was been made. So Fortran stand for formula translation. It is also a high-level programming language developed in 1957 by IBM for scientific and engineering application. It was the first widely used compiled language designed to handle mathematical computation and numerical processing efficiency. So let's proceed to the third generation of computers, this on 1964 to 1971. And this time it is already called integrated circuits or ICs. The third generation of computers introduced integrated circuits, which replaced transistors, making computers smaller, faster, more efficient, and more reliable. So this era also saw the development of operating system, allowing multi-user environments and real-time processing. So if we can see here, so from the transistor to smaller computer. So if we can see in the picture here, from this to this, from vacuum tube to transistor, and then we have here the integrated circuits, and it already have operating system. So we have here the first is the IBM system or 360. It was developed in 1964 and was called the first general purpose computer family. So the IBM system was introduced on April 7, 1964, was one of the most significant advancements in computing history. It was the first general purpose mainframe computer designed to handle both business and scientific application using a single architecture. So we can see here the computer is still bigger, but then this does not use any vacuum tube here, and it uses already a circuitry instead of transistor. The second one is the DEC PDP-8, developed in 1965 and was called the first successful mini computer. So it is already called mini computer way back before from the vacuum tube or from the first generation. So DEC stands for Digital Equipment Corporation. They released this one on 1965 and was the world first commercially successful mini computer. It marked a major shift in computing by making computers smaller, cheaper, and more accessible to businesses, universities, and research institutions. So this time it doesn't only use for commercial, but it was already used for businesses in the universities and research institution. And we have here as well the UNIVAC 1108, invented in 1964. So it enhanced processing with integrated circuit. It was introduced by Sperry Rand Corporation in 1964. So it is already have a high-performance mainframe computer designed for scientific and business application. It was an improvement over earlier from UNIVAC 1107, featuring integrated circuits for greater speed efficiency. So in this part, we can already see that the computer really is evolving during this time. Inventors are improving, keep on inventing computers back then. And we also have here the integrated circuits or the ICs. So it is called the breakthrough in computing, which is it's still happening nowadays and started in 1958 until the present. So it is or integrated circuit are miniaturized electronic circuits that combine multiple transistors, resistors, capacitors, and other components on a single semiconductor chip. They revolutionized computing by enabling smaller, faster, and more efficient computers. So if you can take a look with this is actually a chip here. There are a lot of transistors here as well as resistors, and it's becoming smaller. It's just a chip or